Okay, Livestream start. Ready? Go!
Hello, hello. Can you hear us?
Anybody there?
Send us a sign, send us a sign. Okay. Okay, I think we have a good connection. Yeah. So, yeah, if any of our, I think we have just two guests in the stream, in the chat room. So hey guys, send us a text if we are at a good audio quality for you. Maybe we are a bit too silent. Okay. So yeah, welcome.
Welcome to our cozy studio.
Yeah.
Christmas party tonight. Okay.
So
Yeah, let's start with the starter.
yeah. First of all, we need a Glühwein. That's the German word for it. What's the English one?
Mullet wine.
Mullet wine. So Jacob is preparing the drink.
Right.
Okay.
Cheers, bro.
Cheers. It's hot, I guess.
Has to be hot. Ah, that's good.
Okay, great.
Perfect.
Maybe we wait 2, 3, 4 more minutes to get more visitors in. Maybe, not sure.
To get more of this alcohol stuff.
Yeah.
To get relaxed.
So Keenan, hi Keenan, Mitchell, and sit there. Okay, audio is quite low and sounds double. Thanks.
Okay, sounds double. That's probably.
So. Ich habe die Boxen da oben.
Okay.
Aber
Nee, ich glaube, die sind schon stumm.
yeah,
So. Yeah, if it's still double the audio, let us know. Then we have to check a few routing settings, but maybe it's over now.
it's hot.
Hot stuff. Yeah. So we have this year no Christmas markets anywhere.
Yeah.
And so we have to drink the wine in the
Efficient.
studio. Okay. We can also push the volume here. Bam! Full force.
Loopback. Yeah, guys, we are super prepared because we came in late today due to family things as usually. We both have wives and kids, maybe some of you as well. So you know how it is. Sometimes you plan something and then things turning out a bit differently. So yeah. But anyway, now we are here, we are live, and yeah, we never did this before. It's our first kind of live stream which is not about production. So we are here to entertain you on the maximum quality of jokes and interesting facts about Neonlight. So yeah, I think we are now 4 people plus us 2. We are 6 people, so that's enough to start the party. So officially, welcome to the first Neonlight Patreon Studio live stream.
Yeah.
Christmas edition 2020. What a great year for all of us. We are super thankful for this awesome year. It was amazing. We had so much good shows. We had so much good experiences on the tour, on the road.
Yeah.
It was great.
We released 2 albums at least.
No.
And yeah, it was a great year. And we earned so much money.
Yeah. So
I don't know what to do with it. So it's still on my banking account. I don't know what to do with it. So
no, seriously, yeah, this
Yeah.
year was quite interesting and crazy. We got a few challenges to deal with, like I think everybody, if it's a music producer or in any ways of living nowadays. So I think you know what I mean. And yeah, so we're here now with this Patreon due to this pandemic thing, because we were thinking about a lot over this year to start a Patreon to do something to interact with our fans, to show what we can, because when we not play on shows, it's kind of
you feel kind of alone.
yeah.
I'd say.
We sit in our
So it's
studio every day, and
Yeah.
but when you not go out to play your tunes, test new tunes, meet your friends, your DJ colleagues, it feels a bit weird to do this. So we came to the point to say, okay, fuck it, we do this Patreon and we try something new, and yeah, we did. It's now the 4th month, December, and yeah, it's pretty cool
Yeah.
till now. We did a few sound packs, we did a few sample packs, we did 2 videos yet. To be honest, we were a bit lazy. No, we were not lazy, but we were super busy with our families. Jacob was in quarantine for 2 weeks with his family, completely locked in. So
But-
yeah,
I did it. I beat it, the virus.
yes, he
so,
did.
Yeah.
So well, but in this month, December, we still come in with a few more things, content-wise.
We forgot the candle.
Oh, we forgot the
my
candle.
dear.
Yeah. So stay with us, and we will deliver you another how we made video, maybe 2 videos, because we missed the last month. So we will put it in December both, and then we also working on a new live stream for our awesome tier. So we already 5 people in the awesome tier. So who thinks about joining this tier due to the maximum amount of personal contact with us in terms of getting feedback, maybe doing some lessons with us? Check this out, this 3rd tier. I think that's the thing for producers, for upcoming producers, for people who wants to go the next step, to come up with new techniques and new ways of working on your own music. So check it out.
Yeah.
But
By the way, just short. I have to show you because we are musicians, and this is a real musical candle, as you can see. Maybe.
great.
Great. Yeah. And well, the second thing. Have you ever seen the Neonlighter? Yeah. Now in action, it's definitely working, as you can see, and this is the crazy shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if you are lost in a dark club, you will always find your earplugs.
Oh, Sulim. Hey, Sulim. You have to self-isolate for...
Okay.
Oh, man.
Funny times.
Yeah, sounds funny, so I hope you made it. I think it's time for the first musical section.
Okay, let's switch the seat.
Yeah, let's
Okay.
move to the table. Maybe you can show the room a bit, our studio room,
so,
Jacob.
Okay, there's our fancy studio lamp, our fancy printer, our fancy medicine ball. And yeah, maybe you can show the background. It's
That's
the hidden treasures.
the back office.
Yeah, okay. So yeah, also we from Neonlight, we have to do a lot of office and paperwork. So yeah, so that's I try to be a little bit slower so you can enjoy this amazing studio. Well, to be honest, what you can see over there and there, these are the self-made well, how do you call it?
Absorbers.
The absorbers, yeah, and the bass straps, and there are two more in the back, the gray and another gray. Yeah, so we spent, when we moved in this studio in 2000, and let me turn the camera to our workstation. Yeah, so when we moved to this studio in, oh, the camera stuck, I think. I don't know. Alright. When we moved to, I have to re-plug the camera, I think. Hope it works again. No! Looks like it doesn't.
Okay, maybe we switch the. Ne, mach mal andere Position, mach mal ein DAW.
Okay, so yeah. So yeah, I'm sorry, I accidentally unplugged the cam and it seems not to work anymore. Fuck it.
We will fix this.
So
Okay. Well, guys, Jacob showed you the studio, and I moved to the desk to to the desk and to play some music. Well, in this live stream thing, we were thinking about to do something a bit more more funny and not too serious. So we want to show you some tracks we never finished yet. Also, we show you some early versions of tracks we finished, and also some stuff we working on, maybe for the album, maybe for whatever. So yeah, you see, it's completely live. It's nothing prepared, and that's the fun thing. Well, for us. Good. Let me start with something which was a big step in our career to do this, and I just play one of the versions we needed to complete the track. I think when you heard the first sounds, you will recognize it already. And it fits to this Christmas kind of vibe. As you can see, the name of the track in the player. Yeah, maybe we can show the collab with State of Mind and Black Sun Empire. Maybe. Yeah. I hope you can hear anything. Yeah. It was a drop. Okay, let me stop here. So, well, this was one of the versions we made for the Into Dust remix for Noisia. And the funny thing is, we realized a few minutes ago, while sorting the tracks for the stream, that we actually worked on this project 4 years ago. It's nearly 4 years ago. The first mixdown of a rough clip was on the 9th of December 2016, as you can see here. Well, so it's pretty emotional, and it's a throwback Flashback Friday. Yay! So yeah, this was the first kind of rough version we sent to Noisia at that time, and yeah, we expected a long email with hints and suggestions how to change or to make the track better, but at least the only thing what we got was, hey, change the build-up, guys. That's not working yet. No word about the drop, the snare, the kick, whatever. So we were like, okay, let's try another version. So we did another build-up, and that sounds like this. I will skip the intro a bit.
That was for a long time my favorite rave version.
Here we go again. Yep. So the rest is history. Well, so that was the second build-up we sent to them, and we actually got the same answer. Yeah, it's nice, but we expect something, or we want something more epic or more fitting to the original version that's a bit longer and a bit more, gets a longer transition from the intro over the build up to the drop. So yeah, we were sitting here and we're like, man, fuck, what should we do? And then we came up with the third version. Yeah, and it's actually pretty close to the final. Okay. Always the drop. Yeah, nice. Yeah, you can hear it's pretty close to the final version we made, but there was still one thing. It was Thijs mainly who was in touch with us. He said, this is nice chord progression, everything, but it should be longer, make more space for this build up, that it's can develop a bit more. So yeah, we tried to make this longer, and at least we did it, of course. And one interesting fact is, at least we did two versions. We made the intro version, which has the first 32 bars from the intro, and then when the build up starts, and then we made kind of a a little interlude part. And this part we had to bounce out from an older project, because in the older project it worked perfectly from the sound and from the setting. But something happened that it didn't work in the actually version, in the actually project we worked on the drop and anything else. So we had to bounce it out and then just place this little 16 bars filling build up thing into the recent project. And then we did some crossfades with the volume and filtering, and yeah, super professional, but at least we nailed it. And yeah, I think for all who don't know the final version of the Into Dust remix from Neonlight for Noisia, here is this version.
Do you really think there's somebody who doesn't know
Maybe, I'm not sure.
this version?
Just a build up. Okay, great. That's it for this version, but you can see a few more little clips in this folder. And sure, when you start a track, it's quite often that it's not that track you're thinking about to finish. So it's just like starting with something, and especially with a remix, you pick some of the sounds you like, you think, this could inspire me to create something new.
It's always in the lessons when I talk to people how long it takes to make a track. I always tell them that it's that a track is developing over time quite a lot. In the beginning, you start with an idea, and you start to shape it, and you start to change things, and in the end, you realize, for example, that kick and snare doesn't fit to the rest of the arrangement anymore. And then you start to change a lot, and the final result is quite often so different to the first idea.
Yeah, totally.
And we have a lot of the examples for that.
Yeah, especially for this remix, because we had a quite. Yeah, it was time pressure. We normally don't have time pressure to finish tracks. Because we say when it's finished, that's our own decision. But this time it was, sure, a remix for Noisia, and when they say, we need it in about a month, you say, okay, we try. So we never finished a track in a month, so we need minimum 2, and I think this track was one of the fastest things we finished, by the way. Yeah, and I have just short versions. This one is Toby and Jacob, so we started trying to make a build up, because the build up thing was the main thing for this track in the original and also in our remix idea. So let's take this one. This is a little rough idea. another one. As you can hear, both versions are totally different when it drops. So that happens quite often when we work on stuff in our own rooms, and then we show each other what I did. I showed Jacob, hey, what do you think on this drop?
Nope.
Yeah, nope, or
No boy. Yes.
yes, yeah. So it's sometimes a bit hard to get the really yeah nice. Get this really true answer. That's shit or something like that. Anyway, that was the beginning of this remix, and then there were more versions. I think there is a version because I'm sometimes get bored really fast from something. By the way, Sete, we answer your question in a bit. Thanks for your question. We go on it in a bit. Yeah. So yeah, I get bored sometimes really fast. Because when I work on drums, snares, whatever bass so long, then you think, it's not cool. The next day, mostly. So the re-rubber was one of these days, I guess. Right, you can hear this turns a bit more in the version we've finished at the end. But yeah, then after this, working for 3-4 days on this, I made another version.
Drum bass producers out there who produce their album in this style, so different versions of one track.
And last but not least, there's one more kind of different drop approach. Pretty bouncy.
It's such a pity that you can't see Toby shaking his
Yeah,
head.
yeah. Well, yeah, as you can hear, it's many ways guiding you to the final destination goal. And yeah, I think that's enough for Into Dust. If you have questions or something, let us know. You can comment on this video later, of course. And we can maybe do kind of a little video for the patrons how we made the remix. Maybe we can go into this project later because it was a pretty immense project. We had over 100 tracks, I guess, and at least the build-up setting was so complex with 7 or 8 layers of the synth step. It was a lot of work, a lot of editing. But I think it turned out pretty good. Okay, let's go to the question from Sete or Jacob.
Maybe first one question from our side. What do you think? Should we try to restart our OBS because of the camera? Because I don't find any way to restart the camera. I think we have to quit OBS and. So, yeah, that's the question. Do you want to see us or is it enough to see the screen? Yeah, please
comment on this quickly.
Yeah, so that we can decide. Maybe you answer the question from Seta.
Yeah. Okay. I answered the question from Seta. So I think you can read it in the chat. Yeah. When it comes to bass and drum and bass, this is the key, one of the two key elements in the track, and what we do is we layer a lot. So we have mostly pretty fucked up sub bass, to be honest. Nowadays we start to change it a bit and having more a clean sine wave, which is slightly distorted, maybe adding a bit of a noise topping. And then we have a low end, which is, I don't mind. Quick restart. Okay. Let's do the restart and then I start again with the answer of this question.
Okay, now it works again. Yeah, back again.
Keine Daten. Jetzt. Okay. I think we are back. Nice. Yeah, I think it's better with the camera because we have this funny moving headlight here. Fuck.
Toby.
Where's the camera here?
Yeah.
Oh. Nice. And actually the mulled wine is working already, so fine. I stopped drinking. I stopped drinking alcohol more or less, so it's funny already. Yeah, back on the question. So yeah, Sete. Well, yeah, I think it's about layering basses. We mostly of the times we have a sub bass which is pretty clean and gets a low cut around 100, 100, 120, 130. It depends a bit on how much harmonics do you want from the sub bass. Thank you, Jacob. And then we have a layer, kind of a low bass layer, which is between the sub and the actually Reese mid-range, and which this one is playing around the kick and this, mainly around the kick frequency spectrum. Yeah.
Here.
And
yes.
But it depends a bit on the track, what you kind of track you're doing. So when you have more a techie one, which is filled with steps like a boom we made, or which one has also steps? A lot of tracks have steps. Or Bad Omen. So you have this bass lines. Yeah, sometimes you don't need too much because then you have a nice sub, good drums, and then a good crispy mid-range and topping. Yeah, then that's makes it. But yeah, you need parallel compression sometimes. You do sometimes layering it 2 or 3 times with different. We are done here. Keine Daten.
No data.
Okay, we are back.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Connection is lacking a bit.
Yeah.
But to jump in here, I think it's from track to track. It's quite different. I can remember I showed a few projects to different students in the lessons, and I realized there's not a real, let's say, like a rule, or that we do our basses every time in the same way. So sometimes we have only 2, let's say, just the sub and the rest of the recess. And I also had a project last week where we had a complete bass, including the sub, just in one track. So it depends on the track. But if you really want to go deeper into that, I think it would make sense to have a private chat with us, or just take a few lessons, and so we can go deeper into it. Yeah, and I don't want to make like a commercial for that now, but I think it needs more to show all the ways how you can work on a bass.
Totally.
Yeah.
It's a pretty complex thing, but I think what always helps is to try to split your bass in different sections, and not just to do it with one sound, which has sub, mid, and top frequency spectrum, because you have clashes with the kick and the snare and other percussive elements. So it can work, but most of the time I think it's much better to divide it, and then you can really tweak the little elements.
The sounds, and you can do different sidechain. And so on. Yeah.
Maybe I will look into a project while talking. But before I open a project, I will play some music again, because we talk a lot, and we also want to show you some things. Maybe.
Or is it here or not?
No, it's here. Where's the folder here? So I think I will show you a track we recently finished and released. It was it's 2018 already. It was a track with a collaboration with Receptor from Russia. The track is called Phrase Maker.
Okay. Streaming is lacking again. We don't know why, but
yeah, we let lag it. It's recording, so when you're looking the video later again, it will be fine. So let's go on. The track's called Phrase Maker, and it's out on Blackout on our what was the name? Passenger EP.
Yes, part 1. Where's part 2?
Part 1. Yeah, where's part 2?
Row 1.
Okay. That was Phrase Maker, and that is the version I was changing the version we actually worked on due to being bored, and as I mentioned before with the Into Dust remix, sometimes you sit working on the track, and then the next morning you come back in the studio and think, what the hell, I don't like it. And then I change things. As here you heard, it's totally different setting of the bass and the drums, but yeah, it's not too bad. But at the end, the other version made it. Okay, cool. Yeah, stream sounds alright. Let me go to the question from Xylim. Yeah, I think he jumps on
our answer about this layering thing, it's definitely, I think when you start layering stuff, especially in the lower frequency or general, when you layer stuff, it's you have to look into phasing stuff. If you have phase issues, that's not cool. Nobody wants to have problems with that, because it kind of, you can have some gaps in the frequency spectrum. So yeah, it's always good to check that, to control that, to check your tracks in mono only, to listen to the side signal, and to flip the face of your channels. We do that quite often when we separate the sub from the actual resound, then we flip the sub against the other sound part.
At least we try what sounds better. Yeah.
Yeah,
because,
and
when you start from one track and you just duplicate it, and it's not a good idea to switch the phase.
But sometimes when you have another layer on it, which brings a different type of sound to it, it sometimes can be interesting when you flip it. But yeah, it's always try and error a lot, and every track is different, so you can't say that's the rule and I stick to it for every track.
Yeah. We would love to tell you there is a rule, just do this, do that, give you a few numbers for compressor settings and stuff. But yeah, it's not that simple. That's the sad truth.
Yeah, it is.
So,
okay, good. Yeah, so if you have questions, drop it in the comments, in the chat.
What about Captain Planet?
Captain Planet. Do you know Captain Planet? Well, yeah, Captain Planet is. We let it go. You can hear it, where it comes from. It's another track we finished, released, but not that version. It seems Jacob loves the track, the intro.
Guys, when I listen to that, what I really miss is standing in front of a stage and doing like headbanging with the crowd or stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah, that was Neon City actually, but yeah, before we finished the track, I made also another version of the drop. I think it was maybe before we really made the actual drop. Jacob made a great intro. Mainly, yeah, he mainly finished the intro completely alone, and it was I heard it the first time. I said, "Fucking hell, what's this? It's so great!" And yeah, then was the hard part to get a good drop for the track, and yeah, we made a great drop, I think. And this one was a bit more the standard banger rave thing, which is still nice, but yeah,
it is. Yeah, you should get a new name, a unique name at least. Toby, new version Neonlight.
Yeah, version V2.
V2. Yeah.
V2.
Toby V2.
V2.
Neonlight.
Yeah, I'm the changer. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this version. But I think that the original is untoppable. It's one of our biggest tracks to date, and it will be at least forever. Okay. Question from Seta. Another question is just it's try and error. I sit here for a week and think I don't approach anything and try and at the end of the day I make two good sounds, but these sounds can be so important for a good track. So yeah, it's sometimes a really long way.
And
Okay.
there's another question from Xylem. The relationship between Queen Beth and Heavy Betty. Yeah. You should read the booklet of My Galactic Tale.
Yeah, let me link this.
I think we drop it later, maybe later this week for the for all patrons because I already made me a note.
Okay.
For that. Yes. Indeed. It's like it's from the story. So maybe so Sidus, the EP has like kind of it has a story, and the My Galactic Tale, the whole album is like the prequel of
Cedars,
Sidus,
it's
more or less. And so the Queen Beth is like it's the name of a starship, of a proper starship, one of the newest generation from human society. And in the story of the My Galactic Tale album, a crew starts with Queen Beth to do a how do you say in English?
Go on a mission to save the planet.
Exactly. But then it crashes into another planet, and so they have to repair it with a lot of spare parts and random spare parts, and so the rebirth of the Queen Beth is the Heavy Betty.
Yeah, and Heavy Betty is just as the name says, it's the rough fundamental of Queen Beth V.
Yeah.
But it's more crazy. It's more steampunk, I think.
Yeah.
And when you know the artworks, you can see in the Sidus artwork the Queen, the Heavy Betty on the artwork, and our nice.
I just want to seek a.
Can you show it on
a picture.
The website also.
No.
Well, yeah, I think this story thing is pretty interesting because we were sitting at least, maybe a quarter of the time we were thinking about the album was also thinking about the story. So that is one of we were thinking about to make a picture, a shirt with the Heavy Betty for the Sidus EP, but it didn't turn out that way. Anyway. We had the luck to work with a great artist who was painting all this stuff by himself, and we love to do the story thing. So sometimes we were sitting 2 hours in the studio and Jacob was writing down things, and then we were discussing, and in the beginning it was pretty a dystopia story with war and shit, and then we said, we don't want to transport a message like this with yeah, the world is going to total fuck up as it is now. But now it's more with the hoping the change at the end with Frontier, the last track on the album. So yeah, it's a little connection. But yeah, if you want to know more about the story, we can give you a deeper insight with the booklet, because the booklet was sent with the CD out. And on our YouTube channel, on this YouTube channel, there is a playlist from the whole album with the pictures from the booklet. And there is also the little text fragments from the story.
Yeah.
So you can go through this, listen the whole album in the right order, and you can read a bit and see the sketches and the pictures, and yeah, gives you more deeper understanding behind the story, because the story is so much more than just the music. I think this was the main key for us to finish this album, the story. So Jacob did a lot of work on this, and we had a good friend who was translating it properly to English, and yeah.
Well, we paid him.
Yeah, of course. And also Loki MC from UK. He made he's the speaker on the intro.
Yeah.
And
Big up,
when
Loki!
when we got this version back, the intro, when he created the text and everything by himself, and we think, whoa, that made it, rounded it up, the album. So it was one of the last puzzle parts of this thing, and yeah, piece puzzles. I'm still amazed by this album, to be honest. I really like it still. I can listen to it still. But yeah, let's go back to the chat. And yeah, we have Heavy Betty VIP, of course. And the Heavy Betty VIP came up in between. So I think it was 2015. We released it on this RAM compilation from Audio. And yeah, I was working on Heavy Betty on the first version, and then I changed the setting in Massive and came up with this VIP thing. And showed it to Jacob, and he said, yeah, it's cool, but let's stick to the original. So it was me again changing the actual version. So we kept this project, and then Gareth Audio asked us to if we can contribute a track to his RAM Live mix CD, and then we said, okay, we have a version of Heavy Betty, which kind of is a VIP, so we can finish it for you. And yeah, that's the story about that. And then yeah, Queen Beth V was another rework. I think we have actually 2 tracks with 3 versions. The Brain Freeze remix for Plex and Empire has 3 versions. We have 1, 2, and then the VIP of 2. And then Queen Beth, Heavy Betty is 3 versions more or less. And we also have on the album, maybe you know, Cetus has Transit, the track Transit. And on the album is another connection, which is Ignition. You can hear the intro stuff. And then we have, and the drop from Ignition were actually made before we finished Transit, because I was making on this Reese, but I didn't get the drums right that time in 2014. So we said, fuck it.
Lack of skills.
Yeah.
So it needed more or less 2 or 3 years that we had the skills to finish the original idea of Transit.
And there's one more track which is far older than the album stuff, is Critical State. We were planning to put it out on the Cetus EP as well, but the version it was alright. We actually wrote the whole track, but the mix wasn't that good, and so I picked it up again for the album, and then we nailed it. Yeah. So yeah, check it. Between Xylem, those tunes you came out, Close to Death. Yeah, we released on Close to Death as well. And yeah, that's funny. That still a lot of people are around here in the scene putting out stuff with us on same labels back in the years, so it's great. So big up Xylem. I think you also joined the server. Also, yeah, sure, when you're on Patreon. That's funny. It's great to have you guys. It's really a pleasure for us to do this and have people to follow us and check the stuff. It's great. Well, okay. What we do next is, come on, let's play a banger. There's a track we played once in a set for, I think it was Imagination Festival 2016. It's on YouTube. On D&B Portal, by the way, you should support D&B Portal if you can, if you want, because they're struggling as well. Just a side note. Well, yeah. Let's play this track. It's called. How is it called? Is it Banger? Yeah, it's called Banger. 2016 Banger. This is Instagram. Yeah, hello Instagram. We are live on our Patreon live stream on YouTube. But yeah, you have to join YouTube Patreon to see our Christmas special with mulled wine and coffee and music. But you can't hear the music because it's muted to get no face issues and doubling.
No movement on the speakers, just light.
But we can do it once. We switch to the mic. Okay.
Back again.
Yeah,
on
that's
the
it.
mic.
Yeah.
MC Toby, live in the studio.
So yeah, there was a track. It has I think it has no name. It's called 2016 Banger. And the side information about this track is that there are a few samples, just the re's endings at some end bars are from Plex and Empire, because we tried to make tracks for a while now, and we just finished one, Abduction, on their album, on their latest, on their last one, and this track is in between. And yeah, I used 2 free elements from this back and forth sending stamps for a track, and yeah, I wrote this one out pretty quick, but yeah, we couldn't finish it yet by ourselves or with Plex and Empire or not. But maybe we jump on it again in the future.
It's still on a hot project. So
still. But yeah, it's from 2016. It's 4 years, man.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Yeah. Any questions from the chat room? If not, we go on with something totally new we're working on recently. It's a super short, a rough clip. It called Neurowurst. And yeah, it's just drum and bass in the roughest structure you can hear, I guess.
Yeah. To all peeps on Instagram, we are here in the live stream for all our patrons, and if you see more of these crazy stuff and these stupid heads and yeah, stupid faces from Toby and me, you should join our Patreon. Yeah, we are welcome. We welcome every new patron. Personally, we try at least. We try. Yeah, and of course, it helps a lot to keep on doing what we do here in the studio, making music. And yeah, you everybody know that we have hard times, and yeah, we are really grateful for all the patrons out there who already support us, and of course we yeah, it takes us a lot of time to create all the content, the videos, the sample packs and stuff, and yeah, it's worth to at least to join our Patreon. We always, yeah, keep the ball rolling. So yeah, over and out, and
See you soon,
guys.
Okay, there was Jacob on the Instagram was giving a special shout out and introduction to our project here on Patreon. Well, okay, let's get back to you guys. Yeah, there was another clip, kind of a rough thing. Yeah, this is happening in the studio every week. So we come up with a lot of things sounding cool, and then we try to create intros or starting with an intro, whatever. It's totally different every time. I think we have still plenty of time, 25 minutes. I want to switch to to another topic. It's our label, Diascope. I think you heard from it. So, a question? Well, to answer the question from Seta, I made this track and I'm sure I will go on with this. But the original version of this last clip is already 2015 or 16. It was one of the contenders for the album, and then Black Sun Emperor said, no, it's not that cool. And I changed it completely some weeks back. Again.
Toby again.
But I think now it's getting to becoming a version we really like, and we can imagine to release it, but not sure if it's on the album or somewhere else. But yeah, I want to talk a bit about a label, Diascope. We launched in 2019. It's already over 1.5 years. We had the 14th release 2 weeks ago by Xiaomi and Kaiser with the Time Zone EP. Xiaomi. Yeah, he's from South Korea, if you don't know, and Kaiser's from Germany, so it's a crazy combination. But yeah, I just want to say to all of you guys out there, send your demos in to info@diascopemusic.com. I think Sulim sent us 2 tracks lately, so we definitely get back to you with some feedback on these tracks. Let me know if I'm wrong, but I think, yeah, you sent stuff recently. But yeah, we're working on a few more projects for the label with different artists, and yeah, we're looking for new names mainly for totally fresh and inspired persons who bring a vibe to the scene which is not here at the moment. That's the main goal. So if you think you're one of them, show your music to us. We are really open-minded and lucky about every demo submission. That's a side note. Okay. Well, I think we should play something else. Oh yeah. There's a folder. It's a pretty tough topic. We started a track with Optiv. A while ago. I think most of you heard about this. Yeah, he passed away early this year. So yeah, the year started really shit, and
It became more worse.
yeah, it became more worse. But yeah, it was tragic about Ed Optiv. But yeah, and I won't say too much. But yeah, we started a track with him. If it was around 2013, 12, 13, like this. That time we released, or 2010 or 11 maybe. It was the time we worked on the Run It Red remix and Hammerhead with Hedge and stuff for Red Eyes, Red Eye recordings. Red Light recordings. And we started the track, a collaboration, and we never finished it. And let me play the coolest version. I hope that's the one. As you can see, there's a long intro. Back in the days, we made long intros. Let me jump to the drop. It drops. Yeah. Yes. Yeah, that's the project from back in the days. I think it was from 2012, April 2011. So yeah, crazy. Yeah, and we're going to finish this track for a special project. We won't talk about too much, but yeah, there will be something, and we try to stick to this vibe because it's a special thing, of course, due to the story behind Optiv, and also this kind of drum and bass. I think it's nearly gone. I think that was one of the greatest times for me in drum and bass, to be honest. Oh, the stream is leaking. But we continue. Come on.
I think just go on.
Yeah, I go on anyway. It's one of the best times in drum and bass for me, around 2010, 11, 12, 13. When we came up with drum and bass, our drum and bass sounds a bit shit. But yeah, the big names like Noisia at that time, Audio, Spore, Lifted Music mainly, and Renegade Hardware, was sick. So yeah, we try to stick to this vibe and create a nice final version for this project. you will hear more in 2021, I guess. Yeah. So our stream, yeah, it looks a bit bad. So not sure how's the stream going. Let me ask. Yeah. But it's still resting. Okay. Well, Jacob, do you have an interesting story to tell us?
So stream is still running or not? It looks bad, to be honest.
Still all good, my end. Okay.
Yeah,
So we're sending signals. That's good.
Okay.
Well,
We can't, at least we can't see what we are doing.
yeah, we just go on
Yeah.
with what we do, and we hope it arrives well at your end. I think it's funny to flip through from sketches from projects we're writing at the moment. We're planning our second album. It's
Not a miracle anymore.
yeah, no, it's we want. Oh yeah, there were some questions coming in. So first of all, thanks Keenan. Eraser remix, yeah, was a big thing for us when Plaxon Empire asked us to remix a track of them. So it was like, okay, fuck, we can stop here. Yeah, Eraser remix. I like this track still, and I heard Milan from Plaxon Empire who was playing it still in 2019. So yeah, I think they still like it too, and that's good. About the Hornet remix. Yes, the Hornet remix. We had some discussion, or not discussion, no, that's the wrong word. Some chats communication with Michael Vegas, and yeah, there might be something happening next year. Our version is from 2015, something like that. And we definitely need to overwork it a bit. Maybe we do a new mix of it and maybe change some elements, but not sure about it 100%. But we hope that's coming out at some day, at the end of the.
It has to.
Yeah.
It was. Yeah. It's
because it's
as
bad
always.
Company. Come on.
And it was a lot of work.
Yes. Also yes. Yeah. But we were talking about the album too. So yeah, Neonlight tries to make an album too. So we're working on it, and we have a couple of demos flying around, and we actually have 2 or 3 tracks pretty done, and a lot of good versions. And I think we can send you a version of a track we're working on. Let me check this folder. Which is maybe not the typical Neonlight vibe, but we really like it. And no, that's wrong. Jacob worked recently on that track, and he put a lot of new elements to this track. It's pretty musical, and it's far away from being done, but the vibe is already there, in my opinion. So let's play this track to you. Enjoy. It's totally unheard, and I hope, yeah, it's doing something now. So that's one of the tracks you maybe not expect from a Neonlight album. Maybe not sure what you expect at least, but yeah, this one of the things we're working on. Or yeah, it's some weeks back we worked on it, but yeah. But yeah, the album, the album is on the way, and it might be more crazy in all ways. So we have some pretty heavy stuff definitely going on, and some really musical stuff and some experimental. But I think we don't do a squishy dubstep tune, so no worries. But yeah, we want to try to range. I think we give you a short impression of more jumpy thing because jump up is a big experience for us. So yeah. We actually played this clip already in the 24-hour live stream, so if you joined that, you know this already. But yeah, if not, no problem.
Stanzen ist Rhythmus.
Melodie. Yep, Stanzen ist Rhythmus.
Don't rip that.
Yeah. Jacob said we should talk over the tunes, overdub it, that nobody starts to rip the tunes. I hope nobody of you will rip the tunes and upload it to SoundCloud and say, I have a new doublet from Neonlight.
I gonna cut your dick.
No.
Okay, I'm gonna
to
cut something else. So have a look on this. How cool is this? We got it from a student who visited us 1 week ago, I think.
2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago on Friday. He was here for like 4.5 hours or something.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was a gift from him. So and now it's like a live unboxing. We don't know what will happen if we open this.
What you said, it's a cool thing.
Yeah, he was really happy about that. And he also brought some special chocolate for us, but it's okay. So so we need oh no. We need a special screwdriver for that. I don't know if we have one. Because I forgot to bring with the right batteries, so I broke my bike light just to get the batteries.
So we have screwdrivers
so-
here.
Okay,
Because-
but where are the
yeah.
batteries now?
Ich hab sie.
Ah, yeah.
So we are well prepared because Jacob is a good. He's a bit of a Tim Taylor type dude. He's
or-
welding
or-
everything.
Bob the Craftsman or
Yeah.
something. Okay, so 3 AAA batteries, please.
Triple B.
Triple B. Okay, just yeah, empty. So
I think nobody can see it, at least because the stream is fucked up. Not sure. Yeah. Anyway, you will hear it.
yes. Okay, we don't need to cover that. Okay, let's go and see what happens. Yes. Okay. Next one. Okay. Sounds like time bomb. Okay. What else? Oh, it's. I have to turn it, right? Yeah.
That's it.
That's it again. Ah. It's probably the batteries are pretty empty.
Yeah.
Shit.
Okay.
Okay.
I think you should start playing now.
That sounds like a Reese at least. Yeah. Okay. So I promise we will repeat that in one of the next streams. So yeah, that's the special neon jukebox, Neonlight jukebox.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
That's
so-
funny. But we're not sure if you. Yeah, I think the stream is back with the video because it was a bit of a fuck up again. I think we will end the show with some music, of course. But before we play the last one, yeah, we want to say thank you for joining us here on this first super spontaneous, freestylish live stream. It was good fun. We had some drinks, some Christmas drinks, and I think next time we need some other drinks because then Christmas is over, I guess.
New Year's drinks.
New Year's drinks, maybe.
Okay. Prosecco. And
So yeah, I hope you get a good entertainment and some inside infos you can't get. Yeah, on the
see, it's working again.
yeah, the light is back again. That's good.
not,
It's dark outside.
not the neon is left. It's also the light is back.
Yeah. Okay. We had a few drinks. You can hear it. Yeah, and yeah, we hope you had a good time. Thanks for joining us. And yeah, we are back. And for all who recognize that we changed the hats and the clothes in between the stream, get one serum preset for free. Maybe. Okay.
And it's called Stinky.
It's the stinky one. And yes, we're back with this live stream thing. Tell your friends if it's funny. And yeah, thanks for being here. Thanks for supporting us. Enough is enough. In Patreon, and enjoy your holidays if we don't talk before, but I'm sure we talk before because we will post some stuff next week for all our tiers. So thank you. Love you. Respect.
Thanks for supporting. And
Which track do we play, by the way?
Trauma.
Now
Okay, yeah.
we play Vanity Fair.
But
It's
only until the breakdown.
no, bitte drop. Enjoy.
Bye.